Social media has convinced you that there's a deadline on success. There isn't. You see so many people around who are younger than you, who are smashing it and doing something that you wish that you could have done ages ago, and now you're beating yourself up about why you haven't done that thing. Does that sound familiar? I used to feel so small watching other people smashing it and doing things that I wish I could do. I wasted so much of my life not doing those things and being jealous instead of taking it as inspiration and becoming my role models. That's just a waste of energy, honestly. Like, jealousy is a waste of energy. You could be using that to fuel your life. Why are you focusing on somebody else? Like, I am so guilty myself of watching probably thousands of YouTube videos, spending so much of my life watching other people do the things that I wish I could do. Traveling, going to festivals, creating art, doing all these amazing things, living their best life. And I spent that time feeling lost, confused. And you know what? It's okay. It's okay that I did. Because it wasn't my time yet to do those things, and it is now. But, for so long, I was that person watching YouTube videos who didn't do much with their life, who didn't have goals, who felt lost, felt like her dream life was completely unreachable, so there's not even a point of dreaming one up, because I had all these beliefs telling me that I am incapable, that I am not good enough, that I will not succeed, so there's not even a point, because money is not even a good thing for me to want to have, so why would I even want to create that kind of reality? Why would I create a reality of freedom when it makes others feel small? And instead of having audacity and taking life by the horns and creating what I want for myself, I made myself small and people pleased to make other people feel more comfortable. And I made them the center of attention, them the center of my life. It's time to reverse it. It's time to flip the script. I am the main character now, and so are you. So are you. I don't believe in aging. I think age is a total construct that we have created. I just mean when people say, I'm too old for this, I'm too old for that. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. I don't like saying my age. I don't like saying my age online or to anyone because I don't believe in aging. And I feel like if you keep a youthful spirit, you will be the age that you feel like you are. And as soon as you start saying, oh, after 25, everything goes downhill, and then you start like taking on this old man role and persona and everything starts shrinking and you're not growing and learning anymore, then yes, you will start slowly dying and disintegrating. And so that's my perception of aging, so that's why I don't like saying it. And also I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it when people think I'm younger than I am. But besides that, I am now 30 in chronological age. I could sit here and cry about the fact that I wasted so much of my life with no success and not pursuing my dreams. Or I could sit here and be like, you know what? Life is just fucking beginning. And that's what I claim, and that is what I choose, and that is how I feel. Life is just beginning. You know, Carl Jung said, life really does start at 40. Until then, you are just doing research. And I don't know, because I'm not 40 yet, but I feel like that is totally true. And especially, look, if you have been traumatized, as we all have, but I feel like we come in here with various degrees of trauma and karma to clear for ourselves and for our families and for the collective. We come in here with various degrees of that. And, you know, those of us who come in here with a large chunk that we need to clear, it's like you have to clear the lens before the light starts to come in, right? You have to learn elementary first before you can graduate and go to high school, and then you can go to university. So imagine, like, university level is where you get your dharma, where you get your purpose, where you feel like, yeah, life is flowing and everything's magical. And that's where some of these people are, where you're that you're comparing yourself to. And, you know, you might be at elementary because you came in here with a lot of gunk, a lot of karma to clear up. How can you go to this level when you still haven't learned the lesson of boundaries, of self-respect, of still staying in toxic relationships and toxic jobs, and taking on things that you're not meant to take on, being a people pleaser? You know, that was me for the biggest chunk of my life until I started dedicating myself to inner work. And, you know, I would compare myself to the people who are here. But that's not fair. And you know what? We're always making assumptions in our heads. Like, these people, you don't know what they had to get through to get there, right? Usually, sometimes you do know, but we make a whole lot of assumptions. Like, most people make the assumption about me on my channel that I am a certain age, I'm a Gen Z, or that I'm a baby and I don't know shit, I just came out of the womb. And, you know, like, these are all just assumptions. But you don't know the hell that I had to get through to get to where I am. So don't compare yourself. It's like we're all on different journeys, and your timing is going to be different than my timing, than somebody else's timing. Maybe you have like a few lessons to learn, and then somebody has one lesson to learn, and you're like, oh shit, that's not fair. Yeah, maybe it's not fair, but if you believe that, you know, we choose our parents and we choose our circumstances, then from that perspective it is fair because you chose it. And perhaps your soul came here to experience the darkness before you can experience the light. Like, if you didn't have the contrast of feeling lost, of being purposeless, of not loving yourself, of not knowing what the fuck you want to do with your life, of not traveling, of being stuck and doing horrific jobs, then how could you have the sweetness that you really want in this life? The sweetness of, you know, doing your own thing, working for yourself, doing something that lights you the fuck up from the inside out, traveling, you know, whatever it is for you. Like, you've got to experience that contrast. Some people are just lucky, like they come in here and they like just feel like they know their purpose and they like just go for it. They have this personality that's like a go-getter. And then others of us have to like go for some shit and develop that and have character development, you know? It's always like this. Those other people that might have their purpose sorted, you know, they might be struggling with love, and you could be very good with love. Don't compare yourself. Use them as inspiration, use them as fuel. So when I was younger and I used to watch all these people living their best lives on YouTube, trying this, trying that, going to all these retreats, festivals, traveling, making art, doing all these crazy things. It created a spark of possibility in me of what is possible for me. Had I not seen them, I might not have dreamt up that reality and then gone for it. I used to feel like everybody else has it figured out except me. That God gave everybody a purpose except me. What the fuck is that? Like, isn't that the most self-centered thing that you could possibly think of? Like, how could I be the only one? How could I be the only one that doesn't have a purpose? It's silly. Okay, everybody has a purpose. Everybody has a dharma. The concept of dharma is very interesting. I didn't dive super deep into that concept, but I do have a book on it by Sahara Rose, and I actually did a course with her. I'm not super far in though, as you can see. But the concept of dharma is very interesting. It's like, I see it almost as like everybody is a puzzle piece in this grand tapestry of life, like, or a mosaic of life, and everybody has like their right place. And what happens to us when we go through the process of socialization as children is that we are stripped from our original blueprint and our essence and with what we came here to be and do. Our parents don't see us as unique beings. They see us more as something to be molded, and we start to shape ourselves to society standards and to what everybody else wants us to be. Good girl, good boy, too loud, too quiet, whatever. And through the process of socialization, we start to create a false self, and we're no longer in touch with our true self, which contains the blueprint for our dharma, for our purpose. And if everybody was following their dharma as they should, then everybody would be like a puzzle piece in society where they would fit into their rightful place. However, the problem that we have is that we put on a false self and we fit ourselves into the place that we don't belong, when really we should be here. We should be an artist, but we are told, no, 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 artists are gonna starve. You can't be an artist. Yeah, but what do you mean? This is the gift that I came in here with. How can I not be an artist? No, you can't. You can't. Sorry. Sorry, bro. Sorry. Maybe study graphic design or something. You better luck with that. Oh shit, AI took over graphic design. Sorry. You're redundant. Anyway, you try to fit yourself into something that you don't belong in. Like, I spent so long doing hospitality jobs and I just felt so lost and like I never belonged there and so disposable. And I was just in my false self. I was not in touch with what my truth is. I was not doing the thing that I was actually born to fucking do. I love what she says in this book about dharma being like, imagine that there's this place that you're going to with your car called Dharma Land, and this is where your purpose is, this is where everything that you want is. And then imagine that you see your friends and everybody else kind of like swerving to the right or to the left, and they're going to these like weird places that they're not supposed to be, but they're like safe because the path towards Dharma is very rocky and there's a lot of tests and things that happen along the way. But everybody else starts settling in these like these little side quests that say, oh yeah, you're safe here, you'll get a good salary, just stay here, just stay here. But like, your purpose is there, you're supposed to be going there, and then you kind of like get lost and off track and forget what your original blueprint was, where you were even going in the first place, and you're living this fake life and pleasing people around you and live in accordance with what society taught you that is safe, that is acceptable, that is okay, that is going to keep you alive, honestly. Because we're told that going for your passion is not safe, being an entrepreneur is not safe. And yeah, the truth is it isn't. It's way more risky. It is, but if you believe and you trust in the path, you will be guided. And if you struggle knowing what your purpose is, look at your trauma, right? Like, if you experienced a certain kind of thing and you've healed that and you've now gone through it, it's quite likely that you're here to help other people go through that as well and to heal that. The other thing you can do to look at what your purpose is look at what you enjoyed doing as a kid. And you know, many people don't even have childhood memories now because of trauma. There are ways to regress yourself and retrieve memories, but the simplest thing you could do is ask other people, if you can, what you used to do a lot. Or just go and discover that now. Like, go and taste new things. Like, taste as in pick up a new hobby, you know? Like, try loads of different things. If you're so lost that you don't know, like, just try so many different things. And then something is going to hit where you're like, whoa, I love this. I feel so in the flow. Just keep doing that. You could also look at your Dharma archetypes. So she has a test on her website where you can find out what it is. So put like Sahara Rose and then Dharma archetype. I'll link it down below. And yeah, there was like the entertainer, the artist, the nurturer, all these kinds of things. And that will also point you in the right direction of what you're meant to be doing. And they shift throughout your life. Like right now I'm coming more into my entrepreneur archetype, which was completely dormant. I didn't even know I had it at all. But I'm coming into it. A little bit more into entertainer as well, interestingly. But my main one is, of course, artist. And a little bit of teacher I'm coming into as well. So they will shift throughout your life. But yeah, you can kind of check what your current archetype is. You could also have a look at Ikigai. It's something that could help you if you're struggling to know what you want to do. So anyway, if you feel behind in your life, trust me, you're not. Trust the timing of your life. Know that you may have more karma to clear than other people, so don't compare yourself. Use them as inspiration. Keep working on yourself and clearing that shit out. You are not behind. You can be 30 and suddenly find your purpose. You could be 40 and suddenly find your purpose. You could be 50, you could be 60, you could be 70, you could be and find your purpose. You don't have to have it all figured out in your 20s. Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that paradigm. Okay. I hope you got the message. I hope you got what you needed from this video. Love it. Click subscribe if you like the vibes, and I've got one-to-one coaching spots available if you are interested. There is a link down below. I've got art on Instagram also. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. By the way, what the fuck has happened to me? I feel so much more confident on camera. Like, what? Like, this is just a side note. The video's finished now, but if you guys have seen my video about integrating shame, I talked about how I did this process on myself to integrate the shame I was feeling about speaking about myself and about my offering to the world. every time it came to the end of the video or to the beginning of the video to introduce myself or to say, hey guys, I'm a coach, I do one-to-one coaching, I do blah blah blah, I would literally freeze up and my voice would like I couldn't get the words out, and I would like pause, and I felt so much shame coming up in my body. And in that video I gave you guys exactly the process that I used to integrate that shame. And oh my god, like it actually worked. What? I'm actually like, I know this works, but I'm still like surprised and shocked every time because I feel so like in the flow and confident right now. That's so fucking crazy. It blows my mind. Okay, alright. See you guys. Bye.